All right, in this video, we're going to look at some potential energy curve questions and a kind of comparison molecule question. So the graph of the potential energy curve versus internuclear distance for the HCl molecule is shown above. Which of the following graphs includes the plot for the HBr molecule shown as a dashed line? Now, I didn't put all the options, so this looked like a multiple choice question. Instead, we're just going to draw it out myself. Now, I've seen AP style questions where they do this. They give potential energy curve, and then you have to draw one for comparison. So that's what I'll do here. Now, we have HCl versus HBr. So the only difference is the chlorine and the bromine being switched out. Now, things we know, bromine has a bigger atomic radius. It's bigger, okay, than chlorine. That means the internuclear distance, so the bond length between H and Br will be longer than HCl. So if it's longer, then my peak, wherever I'm going to put it, needs to be to the right. Okay, and trying to figure out how much potential energy that bond is going to have depends on the length as well. Because there is a longer length to that bond, there's less energy that is associated with it. That's a weaker bond between the H and the Br compared to the H and the Cl. So when I do this dashed line, I want it to be to the right and go lower than the other curve. So something to the right and slightly lower or higher up on that curve. So something like that dashed line right there, it curves to the right and the minimum value is higher up than the HCl. So that would be a perfectly acceptable answer for there. Looking at this second question, the melting point of MgO is higher than NaF. Explanation for this observation includes which of the following? We got Mg2 plus is more positively charged than Na plus. Sorry. O2 minus is more negatively charged than F minus. The O2 minus ion is smaller than the F minus ion. So we're looking for reasons why that would increase the melting point. Reason one makes sense. Mg2 plus is more positively charged than Na plus. That increase in charge creates a stronger bond between the Mg and the O and the N and the F, which would mean there should be a higher melting point. So number one makes sense. Number two says O2 minus is more negatively charged than F minus. That's also true. O2 has, or oxygen has a -2 charge, whereas fluorine only has a -1 charge. Increasing that charge creates a stronger attraction between the two molecules, which would lead to a higher melting point. The O2 minus ion is smaller than the F minus ion. This statement isn't even true. The F minus ion is actually smaller. So that's in a false statement, so we can't select that one as being true. So the answer is going to be A, 1 and 2 only.